That's what I want you. I want you to take it to court.
So but before we go any farther, you're pulling me over for what?
Because you had your finger out.
Disorderly conduct.
Now,
what?
Here's what's about to happen. You're about to be arrested again for resisting arrest.
No, I'm not resisting anything.
Well, yeah. Right now you're being detained.
For what?
You're being detained.
I told you why I stopped you already, sir.
For putting my middle finger up. That's correct?
No,
correct.
No, exactly.
Right. You extended your arm out the window.
No, I had my middle finger out the window.
Okay, let me get your ID.
You had your middle finger out the window, okay, yes. And that's what I said. You had your middle finger
out the window. The next thing
window.
to do, we're going to take you in, we're going to tow the car, and we'll call social services for the kid.
Oh, so now you're threatening my child.
No, it's not a threat, it's a promise.
While peacefully exercising his First Amendment rights on the side of the road, Mr. Guestford was approached by 2 Delaware State police officers who claimed he was disrupting traffic based on reports from other drivers. According to the officers, witnesses informed them that Mr. Guestford was jumping into traffic. The incident occurred on March 11, 2022, and was recorded on cell phone videos by Mr. Guestford as well as on the dash cams of Corporal Stephen Douglas, Trooper Nicholas Gallo, and Master Corporal Rayford Box. The cell phone footage captured troopers approaching Guestford, who was standing in the grassy area adjacent to the shoulder of the road. Following the forceful confiscation and destruction of his sign, dash cam footage reveals officers laughing and joking about citing Mr. Guestford for an improper hand turn signal, triggered by a frustrated hand gesture he made in response to the mistreatment he endured.
I am engaged in a First Amendment activity that is protected by... You are not taking my property.
Listen to me. If you put it...
You are not taking my property. What's your badge number?
My badge number's right there, okay?
Is that what you tell the judge?
What?
Is that what you tell the judge?
Is what would I tell the judge?
Right there?
Are you the judge?
I'm asking for your badge number.
My badge number's right there.
What is your badge? Articulate it.
It's right there.
No, articulate.
No, I'm not going to articulate it.
Am I in detention? Are you detaining me? What are you detaining me for?
What?
What are you detaining?
You're disrupting traffic,
I'm not disrupting anything.
Are.
I am engaged in a First Amendment. I am not. You're a liar. You are a liar. I have never been in traffic. Never. So you can shut that up. I'm on the side of the road, legally parked, with a sign which is protected by the First Amendment. So you can. I'm disrupting nothing. I'm gonna do it right here where I'm at. Oh, I'm not.
Why do I have drivers coming up to me telling me that you're jumping out in traffic?
Because apparently they're erroneous. I don't give a what somebody else says. What did you witness?
The specific legality about warning drivers about police speed traps is lawful according to Autry v. Town of Ellsworth, where the court held that drivers have the First Amendment right to flash their headlights to warn other drivers of nearby police or speed traps. Additionally, various cases have affirmed that flashing headlights to warn others of law enforcement presence is considered a form of protected speech under the First Amendment. These cases have established that unless there is an immediate danger to public safety, this action is not a violation of law and is protected under the First Amendment. The 1968 Supreme Court case of Pickering v. Board of Education is a landmark case in the United States constitutional law that deals with the First Amendment rights. The plaintiff, in this case Marvin Pickering, was a teacher in a public school system in Illinois. He wrote a letter to a local newspaper criticizing the way the school board and superintendent had handled past proposals to raise new revenue for the school. Pickering was subsequently dismissed from his teaching position, and he sued the Board of Education, claiming that his First Amendment rights had been violated. The central issue before the Supreme Court was whether Pickering's letter and his subsequent dismissal violated his First Amendment rights of freedom of speech. The court ruled in favor of Pickering, establishing an important precedent. In Pickering's case, the court found that his letter addressed matters of public concern, and his interest in expressing his views outweighed the school board's interest in maintaining discipline and order of the school. In another case of Stormberg v. California, the Supreme Court declared that nonverbal expression is protected under the First Amendment, which has implications for holding signs with written expression. Additionally, some other cases have tackled related aspects of freedom of speech, such as Talley v. California, which ruled that the First Amendment protects anonymous speech, and West Virginia Board of Education versus Barnett, which established the right not to speak as part of freedom of speech. These cases have played a significant role in shaping and defining freedom of speech in the United States, including the protection of written expressions on signs.
Nothing of the sort. So keep your to yourself, pal.
Very angry. Why so hostile?
Because you people are coming up here. I got a man trying to steal my property, telling me he's not going to let me do something that's constitutionally protected. No, I'm not. What's the statute for that? What's the statute? I have armed men coming up threatening to steal my property. You're not taking You see this man? He tried to take my property from my hands. You have no authority whatsoever over me because I've committed no crime.
You're not saying you committed a crime. I'm saying
You're not saying I committed a crime and you just tried to steal my property.
I didn't try to steal it.
Yes, you did. You said I am taking. You have nothing. You're not going to not allow me because you have no authority to stop me. Period. No authority to stop me.
I'm not going to let you do it, sir. I'm not gonna let you do it.
You have no authority to stop me.
You wanted our attention, you got it. I mean,
I don't want your attention.
Yeah,
Go the away, road pirate.
You wanted our attention.
Go away, road pirates. Go away. You're standing here witnessing a man that just tried to attack me.
It's a shame. You got to bring your kid out here on the side.
I'm teaching my kid not to respect pieces of crap like you guys are.
You're jumping in traffic.
You keep saying jumping in traffic. When did you witness this offense? Don't you came to me. You came to me. You came to me. You came to me.
Just to tell me that you're jumping out in front of them with the sign.
So they want to lick your boots. Let them.
Well, obviously they have a problem with you.
Well, that's hey. And you know what I have? I can go right over here.
I'm not going to let you go on the road, sir.
I'm not on the road. I'm not on the road.
You were on the shoulder.
Oh, the shoulder is not the road.
It's part of the road.
It is not part of the road. I am not blocking the roadway. I am not in the roadway. I haven't jumped in the roadway. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh, so when you pull people over with radar, you're disrupting traffic because they're slowing down. That's your logic? Get the out of here. Get the out of here.
Wow. He talks that in front of his kids?
You go and rob people of the cash, brutalize people, and you go home to your kids. That's a shame.
That's fine. You can stand right there. But I'm
stand where I want. You ain't going to stop me because you have no authority to stop me. Put your hands on me. You see what this did? You see what he did? Don't put your hands on me. Do not put... Give me my property back. You piece of... Give me my property back. You see this? You tyrant piece of...
We know if a police officer detains an individual without reasonable suspicion or probable cause, it is a violation of the 4th Amendment of the United States Constitution, which protects individuals from unreasonable searches and seizures. The 4th Amendment requires that searches and seizures be based on a reasonable suspicion of a crime or probable cause, depending on the circumstances. Once more, it has been confirmed that no criminal activity is in progress, rendering any search or seizure, in this case, legally unjustifiable. But as we watch, we can hear Mr. Gesford repeatedly shouting at the officer not to touch him. It has been determined that the officer had no legal grounds to stop or detain Mr. Gesford, and there is no lawful basis for the confiscation of Mr. Gesford's property, including his sign. At most, any interaction should have been consensual had Mr. Gesford chosen to engage with the officers. However, what we observed was the officer forcibly taking a sign from his hand, and as we can hear from his words, the officer engaged in some form of unwanted physical contact. Consequently, those entrusted with enforcing the law now find themselves once again in violation of it. Delaware, Title 11, Code 601, Offensive Touching. A person is guilty of offensive touching when the person intentionally touches another person, either with a member of his or her body or with any instrument, knowing that the person is thereby likely to cause offense or alarm to such other person. Delaware, Title 11, Code 811, Criminal Mischief. A person is guilty of criminal mischief when the person intentionally or recklessly damages tangible property of another person.
You tyrant! What are your badge numbers?
Step back, okay?
No,
don't walk up
no,
to me
you
like
stole
that.
my property.
Did you see anything in my hands?
You
stole your
piece
property?
of...
Have a nice day.
I want your badge number, you piece of that is assault. You assaulted me standing right here, you piece of
statute, he would understand that's not assault. That's
Nicholas,
not assault.
you attacked me, forcibly
What
removed
statute
my
is that?
property.
What statute is that?
It's called suck my cop.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right, could you stop playing in traffic now?
I'm not playing in traffic, and you're getting a complaint, and you're getting a complaint, and I'm going home, making a new one up, and coming right back here.
Okay. And then we'll come back and
Stay out of the roadway.
I wasn't in the roadway, you piece of So you. PC 495-467-8186. PC 235-314. You understand you just committed a crime. You stole my property. You had no authority whatsoever to do it. And you know it, and you know you f***ed up. Which troop are you operating out of? 9?
That's Troop 9.
Troop 9, you pork rind, I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to you, pork rind. Where are you operating out of so I can go now and file my complaint?
Good afternoon, sir. Corporal Douglas, Delaware State Police. The reason I stopped you is you had your hand out the window with
So what?
finger.
So what? It's constitutionally protected speech.
Is the reason why you're doing that? Is the reason why you're doing that?
You're stopping me for constitutionally protected speech, right?
Because you had your hand out the window.
This is what I did. You got a problem with that?
Sir, listen to me. Listen to me.
No, no, no.
All right, listen.
Go
That's
away.
called disorderly conduct.
No, it is not.
That is disorderly
That
conduct.
is
If
called
you were doing it
freedom
out in the
of speech.
If you were
No,
out in
no,
the public,
no,
you are out in the public and people see you.
No,
Sir,
it
can
is
I get
not.
your license,
Here's
please?
what's going to happen.
No,
License, please.
no.
Here's what's going to happen.
I want your supervisor, please.
I am the supervisor. I am the supervisor.
License,
And that's
please.
why.
And what these two corporals are trying to do is make up a disorderly conduct charge based off the Delaware statute 1301, where it says offensive gestures. But we all know the middle finger is a First Amendment protected activity. It's a gesture that you can make that's been protected and been upheld in the courts. So that won't work. Not only that, we've seen Mr. Gesford's rights violated several times within this video. And after that, they still continue. They open the car door without any legal foundation, no legal basis whatsoever. The Supreme Court has already ruled in U.S. versus Ngumzi that a police officer cannot open your car door or lean inside without probable cause. To do so is a violation of your Fourth Amendment right.
I am here.
I'm going to reach into my pocket and get
You're
my
fine.
license.
You're fine.
And I'm going to take you to
You're fine.
court.
But here's what I'm telling you. Take it to court. That's what I want you to do. Take it to court. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you. I want you to take it to court.
So
License,
but
please.
before we go any farther, you're pulling me over for what?
Because
For
you had
disorderly conduct.
your finger
Disorderly
out the window.
conduct
Now
what?
here's what's about to happen. You're about to be arrested again for resisting arrest.
No, I'm not resisting
Yes, well,
anything.
yeah. Right
No.
now you're being detained.
For
okay?
what?
You're being
I
detained.
told you why I stopped you already, sir.
For putting my middle finger up. That's
Yeah,
correct?
no,
correct.
No,
Exactly.
for-
Right.
You extended your arm out the window.
No, I had my
Yes,
middle
you
finger
have.
out the window.
Okay, let me get your ID.
You had your middle finger out the window. Okay, yes. And that's what I said. You had your
So
middle
for the
finger
next
out the
thing to
window.
do, we're going to take you in. We're going to tow the car, and we'll call social services for the kid.
Oh, so
and
now
the
you're
dog.
threatening. Now you're threatening my
No,
child.
it's not
No,
a
he's telling
threat.
what's
It's a
gonna happen.
promise.
You're threatening my child now.
I'm telling you what's going to happen.
Thank you
Just
very
let
much.
us have this.
Instances have arisen which courts have addressed the issue of law enforcement officers making threats regarding the removal of children. It's crucial to acknowledge that the outcomes of these cases depend on the unique facts and legal arguments presented. In this particular circumstance, the officers have once again carried out an unlawful detainment, infringing upon the rights of the citizen, while simultaneously issuing threats of removal of his child. One such case that addressed this issue is Calabretta v. Floyd. In this case, a federal appeals court held that a police officer's threat to remove a child from her mother without legal justification could constitute a violation of the mother's constitutional rights. The court found that the officer's actions violated the mother's 14th Amendment right to familial association. The case underscored that, absent a legitimate basis, law enforcement threats to remove children can infringe upon constitutional rights.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, bro. I'm going to set this camera here to keep
That's
track
good.
of you
I
people.
want to be on camera. But make sure you also record yourself so you can see how you're acting.
They stole my property. I was alongside the road. Let me get you the ID because I'm going to take you to court and sue you.
Okay.
So I want to get this clear one more time. You pulled me over for a constitutionally protected activity, right?
I pulled you over because you had your finger.
Because
up,
I
your
flipped
arm
you
and your
off
finger.
because you stole my property.
Okay. Registration insurance, please. You already know
Can you
why I
close
pulled you
that
over. I
door so
told
the
you.
dog doesn't get out, please? You had
Yes.
no right
Yes,
to
we
open
did.
my door.
Yes, we
Well,
did.
how are you going to hand us that?
I can
paperwork?
hand you the paperwork.
Okay.
So you.
He stuck his arm out the window with his middle finger. Okay. As he was driving by, like, oh, game on. Isn't that's what I'm saying. Like, what is it? Orange protruding or protruding? Yeah. How many find us out?
Now we're gonna have a problem with that guy.
Oh, yeah.
But after a while, he do something stupid. He's gonna do something stupid. He got his kid in the car. And then, you know what I mean? Dog in the car. We lock him up. For his kid, put his dog in the impound. You know, but he'll do something stupid. But for now, it is what it is. He came through, yelled at the window, and gave the finger as he was driving away. Dougie pulled him over and then wrote him for hand gestures. So wrote him a citation for hand gestures. So I lost you for a second. He pulled him over and wrote him for what? A hand gesture, like the hand gesture. I said that's pushing it. Like you. You can't. I mean, he pulled him over for what? Like giving him the middle finger. Yeah, for giving him middle finger. So yeah, you can't do that. That'll get dropped. Yeah, it's gonna get thrown. I told him that's gonna get thrown out, but it's just going, it's gonna cause the problem. I was gonna give him back the sign, but the guy already ripped the sign up. So, because I went and talked to him, and obviously he didn't want to hear anything I had to say by that time, But yeah. So just giving you a heads up. He's looking for confrontation. Yes, he is. My problem is he's doing this, and he has a kid and a dog in the car. I mean, he's gonna mess up eventually. He's gonna do something really stupid, and then we are gonna be able to really lock him up. So.
A $50,000 lawsuit was awarded to Mr. Gesford, and if you ask my opinion, that was nowhere near enough. The unfortunate part is the money that it takes to pay the lawsuit comes from the pockets of the taxpayers, and it never comes out of the pockets of the police officers who are responsible for the violations to start with. Yet again, more reasoning why we always say record the police. If you need devices or tools to help you record the police, a body cam or a dash cam, check out the Amazon links that I have below. Make sure you record the police and always know your rights. With that being said, We the People University, signing off.